morning, we're back in China. It's so cold. I'm so tired. We got a Didi. We got P. Diddy picking us up. We are going to an internet cafe because we still have not uploaded these clips. Biggest bane of my existence. So yeah, we'll bring you along for the journey of today. Not sure what is planned, but we'll just wrap up a few things and hopefully get this DD. Come on. There's no internet cafe. It doesn't exist.
Well, it's around here somewhere. We just don't know where.
Dude, people are out and about more. There's a lot more things open compared to yesterday, Chinese New Year. Look how many fucking e-bikes. Like, everyone's on an e-bike. Look at these people on e-bikes. You don't see this. Did you expect this many e-bikes?
No.
Wait, look how many e-bikes are right here. It's like millions of e-bikes. Alright, dude, like seriously, the last option we have is Starbucks.
Yeah.
If they don't have internet,
We'll have to not publish a video.
we're fucked. China's hard to travel.
Yeah.
Well, just the internet wise. This is what I would think like Chinese streets would be, like in the villages. Kind of like cobblestoney stone. Just people doing their daily things. Not much noise, just nice ambience. We're still trying to find an internet cafe. We thought we might give it a shot out in the back streets. And of course you have to add the electric bikes everywhere. Anyhow. Starbucks doesn't have internet, or it doesn't work. We can't connect to it. But we got Starbucks. Were you surprised at the abundance of Starbucks here? Like everywhere we look there's like one.
Starbucks, McDonald's,
It's
KFC.
crazy. Like how did it make its way over here? It's such shit coffee. It's so consistently shit that it's good. Like you know you're gonna get a bang on average coffee every time at Starbucks. Like it's never amazing, but it's always like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Last night, it was like midnight and we were still trying to get internet. We're at McDonald's.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm pretty happy with how well I'm connected with my phone.
Yeah.
I was expecting much worse, but it's annoying for the videos. We will need to move the date or we edit themselves, but I don't think it's a good thing to do. We'll have to let the brands know.
Anyway, nothing we can really do about it. There's a really cool temple that I visited in the main channel video behind us. Like we're back in the Beijing road area and it's so much quieter compared to yesterday. It's like night and day difference. So we can actually like go around and explore a little bit today without having crowds everywhere, which is good just to like actually see things. So bon appetit. We're in the temple, guys. Dude, how random was that? We had a monk that lives here. He's lived here for 5 years. He came up to us and spoke to us. He spoke really good English, but he gave us these bracelets. They're so bright red, which is sick. But the people are so friendly here, and this temple is incredible. So beautiful. We're gonna be here for like 10 or so minutes just shooting some extra stuff. But apparently there's WeWork in China and in Guangzhou. So there's an office. Like WeWork is I thought they went bankrupt, but like they are like an office company that rents out offices. And they obviously it's like kind of like a co-working space. So I think they have really good internet. We're gonna try and go there. There's an office like 1 or 2 kilometers away. And then we'll be able to hopefully get this footage uploaded. But let's enjoy the temple for now. It's an amazing, amazing spot. I'm gonna play the clip of yesterday when I was here filming the big main channel video because you're gonna laugh when you see it. I got incense. I bought them from out there. They were like a huge, maybe like 100 of them. You know, here people have like 3 or 4. I put them all in the fire, and then they like lit on flames, and I was like smoking them around doing the prayer stuff, and then all of a sudden it just like burst out into flames, and I was like walking around with like 100 sticks and it was like on fire. Are these burning now? Nice, we did it, guys. Let's go pay our respects. Oh, we're on fire, we're on fire. Oh no. Ah, disaster. We're on fire, we're on fire, we're on fire. Excuse me, sorry. We have to put it in here now. We're so close to burning so many people. I had to run over to the sand and then put them in the sand. I was like, holy fuck, I almost just burnt this temple down. Because I tried to light 100 at a time. Because my hands were full. I had all kinds of things. But you're only meant to do a handful. But we're gonna do some. so we can actually properly pay our respects today. We made it to WeWork. We asked the Chinese lady and she actually like showed us the way. I mean, first of all, we found it, but we need to look at this WeWork, guys. Do you need like a membership to get into this place?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
So let's hope they have internet. Come on. We got given a card by that man. And he's like, call. How are we gonna call? This says, if you need assistance with urgent matters during non-working hours, please call the security officer on duty. WeWork emergency hotline. What does this say?
There's a WeChat. Maybe we can WeChat and call.
There's no way this guy speaks English. Oh man. Well, WeWork's gone bankrupt. I did say that. I thought they went bankrupt. The internet is so hard to come by here, or at least to the levels that we need to upload around like 30 gigabytes of footage. But we got coffee at Starbucks. We're just accepting the fact that we're not gonna have internet for the next few days of this trip. And when we get to Cambodia at like 6 a.m, that's when we're gonna have to upload everything and pass it off to the team to edit these videos. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the rest of the time in China. Have like 2 or so more full days here. Tomorrow we have a few big adventures planned, and then we will fly to Cambodia. And I think after Cambodia, the original plan was to go back to Bali for a month and then go to Sydney. Dates have slightly changed for me. I think from Cambodia, I'm flying to the Middle East and going to Iran for 5 to 7 days. So I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna plan out, but it's just kind of working out better with the dates that are kind of planned for the rest of the month or so. So that's on the agenda. We'll see what happens, but our guy's over there. Let's go.
We finally found some dim sum.
Finally. Good spot across the street. It's a pretty cool setup that they have. But tried these ones, stale. These were pork berry buns. These ones I've seen before. They have a lot of pork in there, and then it's just got the shrimp ones. You said this one's best? They're like the juiciest.
That's the best. Second place. But simply because this is meat and this is fish.
Well, you're saying you prefer the meat?
Meat always wins. Yeah. Meat wins over everything.
They're pretty good. I like the layout that she just has. They're just like chilling. And you know what I've noticed compared to like other Asian countries is like the street food here looks so appetizing. Like there's other places where I would eat it, but it's like, oh, there's probably like a 68% chance that I'm gonna get food poisoning. Here, like it doesn't even like cross my mind. Very like sanitary and clean. Okay, working? Alright, thank you. Have a good day. So guys, it's 9 o'clock and we are gonna go get some dinner at Beijing Road. We've not filmed on this for a good few hours, but we did plenty of things. We did ear cleaning, which was a scam. I had ear stones in my ear, supposedly.
And I had ear infection.
You had an ear infection. It's like they get you in there for like 40 Australian dollars and like, oh, you have this, you have this, you have this. Oh, very inflamed. But now we're all clean, I guess. We tried some food. We played some more games. Yeah, now we're here. We're hungry. So we're going back to Beijing Road. Everything shuts at 9:30. Well, a lot of restaurants. Hopefully that area is more open, but we'll see. Because there's really not a whole lot going on in this street. I think Chinese New Year, they closed for like a few weeks and everyone's a bit slow to return. But yeah, this is the only shop that's been open for the whole time. Remember when we came here at 4 a.m? That shop was open when we arrived. Remember there were those guys like eating outside. I mentioned earlier in the video that we're potentially going to Iran, so I've applied for my Iran visa. It's pretty easy for Australians. You get a notice and then you can get visa on arrival. 170 Australian dollars you have to pay if you get approved. The website has been down for like the past few weeks because I have looked a few times and it took a while to get it's submitted, but we're being reviewed, or whatever the fuck it's called. Review process? I don't know.
Yeah, under review.
Under review, yeah. So we should know in like 2 or 3 days. My buddy Mac is trying to get his visa process ASAP as well. He's an American though, so it's significantly harder for those Americans and UK and Canada, I think. Luckily, Australians have it pretty easy. So want to go to Iran soon, and our guy is just around the corner. So let's go eat some food. Look how picturesque this is, guys. All the Chinese lanterns, all the neon lights. Hundreds of people, thousands of people, tens of thousands of people. This is so sick. The food has arrived. This is sick. So we got the beef there. We have the egg on top of the fried rice. But actually, this is just regular rice. Nice. So we're gonna have to mix it all in, and we got some greens. We got a little bit distracted by the great food, and we're already almost finished. But we found this little restaurant here. The lady's friendly, speaks great English. But we've just been filming a little bit for. It's a second channel video. This will be like short form content as well that we're, and Facebook videos that are being created as well. But basically, got scrambled egg, beef, veggies, and rice. And it's a beautiful combo. It's a super busy spot, so that means it's a good place to eat and it tastes delicious.
How was the meal?
It was succulent.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
I think that's probably the best meal we've had in China.
Yeah.
We've only had a few,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think that was nice.
You're not counting McDonald's?
No one knows about McDonald's. Actually, no, we filmed that. We added it, yeah. But that was because there was Wi-Fi there, guys. Not because we're basic white fucking fiends that can't handle Chinese food. I tell you what's interesting though is that Chinese food in the West is nothing like it is in China. Like in Australia at least, we have this very famous one called sweet and sour chicken. It is just chicken covered in sweet and sour kind of paste, so it's so good. Here, it doesn't exist. In Hong Kong, it didn't exist. There's a lot of things that don't exist in the Western Chinese cuisine that people think is Chinese food. It'd actually be interesting in seeing how many Chinese meals that are actually in China are on like the menus of our Western Chinese restaurants. I reckon 2 out of like 50. Alright guys, it's 11 p.m. We're here at Beijing Street, again enjoying the night. It is a beautiful time to be out and about, but we have a Didi booked Uber Grab equivalent, and we are gonna head back to the hotel and rest up for a big day tomorrow. But this city is sick, guys. Look at this. It's 11 p.m. People are chilling. People have left their belongings out, and everyone's just vibing. Not what you've been told about China in the past. Our guy's almost here, so see you guys tomorrow. Guess what I'm doing?
We're booking Grab.
I'm looking at how much I spent in China so far. I'm on Alipay. So I spent 1,694 yuan in USD. That is 235 bucks.
200.
235.
235.
Do you think that's a lot? I feel like it's Monopoly money. You just like tap and it's just like poof comes out of your account.
Well, no, it's not a lot if you keep in mind that you pay for it too.
Yeah.
You are investing money on content. Like
We are spending, I guess it is only like 15 or 20 yuan each time. But yeah, another day in China, guys. We're at fucking coffee. Is there a sign that says fucking coffee behind me? Yes, there is. We're at fucking coffee. This is a cute little quaint neighborhood. This is cool, but we're getting coffee for the day. Oh my god, we went to zip line at China's biggest zip line today. Alex, turns out it's like 500 kilometers away.
Yeah.
I wasn't one organizing this. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm very sad. I was looking forward to it.
I was looking at
So much.
1,500 meter zip line. But where do we actually figure out where the location is, or it's just like in a different part of China?
It's just in a different part of China. Like probably flying there. And the point is, I started looking around and there's no mountains around. And I started
we're in a city, bro.
Oh, cappuccino's ready.
Does he bring them out? No, I'll get them. Pretty good coffee. Look at these large coffees. These were 38 yuan. It's like $4, $4 Australian dollars each for a cappuccino.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was no mountains around.
Yeah, and I'm saying it's impossible we get there up there in 15 minutes. Just a 15-minute drive. It's impossible.
Yeah, I beat him. Beat him in the staring contest. Anyways, that kind of ruins the plans for today because we were going to do an adventure day, but there's still indoor skiing that we can do. We can do that. There's probably still some other things that can be done. I think I'm just enjoying chilling. I've gone through, like yesterday, we filmed a second channel video just like fucking around. I've been mapping out like the short form content that I got that will turn into like Facebook videos. Usually I do this on a sheet. I'm just lazy at the moment, so I'm doing it all into notes and I'm gonna regret this. But what do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, around 18 Facebook videos. And they'll get cut down into short form content as well. And I was thinking this morning, it'd be really cool to, especially for like the guy doing the drawing of me on the street, like that could be a really good like short form content with like a voiceover. Yeah. Like, oh, this is one of the coolest experiences I did in China. Yeah. And then don't have the reveal until the very end, so the retention is like super high. Yeah. So that's like another piece of content or like voiceover style that can be done.
Yeah.
People are very friendly. Like, we couldn't pay with Alipay in now. We had to use WeChat, which we haven't set up. But he made the order through his phone and I paid his Alipay. Like, dude, can you imagine like, I mean, I was gonna say Australia, but I want to shit on Italy. Like in Italy, is someone gonna pay out of their bank account and then get you to transfer like some random foreigner and you don't even speak English?
Well, I did it to one actually.
Fuck.
It was an Indian guy who was just trying to get at the airport. It was like midnight, 1 a.m. The driver wasn't letting me coming in the bus because he didn't have cash. So I gave him cash. Wow. And I hoped for him to pay on my account, which eventually he did.
Oh, he actually paid you back?
Yeah,
nice.
He paid me back.
That's good.
But it was probably like, I'm probably the only person that would be able to do that.
But yeah, like in Australia, like you go to a random like cafe, or like a Starbucks, like well-established chain. I don't know, maybe you come across the odd person. We haven't seen many foreigners here.
Yeah.
Like I've been surprised.
I've seen less than 10 this time.
You saw 10?
Not less than 10.
Oh yeah. And the ones that we do see, they're from random ass countries. Like I met a guy from Algeria, Zimbabwe. I've seen like a few Indians around. Like Eastern Europeans, there's a few. Anyways, let's get on with the day. How long have we been on the road for?
This road?
No, like traveling.
Like an hour?
From when we left Bali.
Oh, to 10 days?
Wow, it really has only been 10 days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually not that bad. What I was going to say is, one thing that's getting me on this trip with the dengue fever that I had at the start of it is like, I can see my body like depreciating. I am like deflating because I've not been to the gym in 10 days, or definitely whilst we've been traveling. Obviously diet has been terrible. The dengue fever and spending 3 days in hospital sucked. Dude, do you reckon I have gyms here in China? Like, that's why I just said to Alex before, I was like, I'm gonna do push-ups. Up until I had dengue fever, I was doing 100 push-ups a day. Just 4 sets of 25, which was just some way to like get the endorphins going and do some, just get some movement going. But, like, I'm literally seeing myself just rot away. Which is annoying. We should go skiing. I think we should do that. How far was the mall?
Like 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's go to skiing. Indoor skiing. As if it's not already cold enough. We're at the mall, guys, where we're gonna go skiing. It's an interesting experience. We just went into the bathroom though. China is so funny. You smoke everywhere, and people smoke everywhere. They have signs in the bathroom saying no smoking, and you piss in the urinal and there's cigarettes everywhere. There's dudes ripping cigs at the no smoking sign in the bathroom. Like, that's crazy. But I respect it. You gotta rip a cig when needed. There's a huge line to get into this place. So how are we gonna do it? We'll figure it out. Let's go skiing, snowboarding. Second largest indoor ski park in the world. Hey, dude, it took forever to get in here, but we're finally ready. We still need to get our board and helmet though. But, wow, what a mission that was. This is a big translation difficulties here. But I'm all set. Alex is about to get ready and we're gonna go hit the slopes. Let's go. What do I look like?
Yeah, let's go.
The blue, I feel like the blue and white, they go alright together.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Too fast for me, man.
Yeah.
With one hand and the racket.
Yeah, it's hard with, yeah. Hey, that was so good though. 720. Oh. Alright guys, we finished up skiing and snowboarding. Pretty fun. It's absolute chaos over there where we got changed, but we obviously would have put some GoPro clips previously, but there's a KFC up there. That's insane. The snow was actually like rideable, which is nice. We're good to get a little bit of activity going. And we're gonna head back an hour into Guangzhou and see what else is planned for the day. Yeah, let's go actually eat real dim sum for once. So guys, it's a new day. We're in a Chinese restaurant trying Chinese food. It was an absolute mission ordering this stuff, but we got a variety of it. The fried rice is good. I had these things. It'll be so interesting to actually know what the name of these are. But it's our last. Oh, dude, you ordered more? Thank you. How much? Look good, even though I hate seafood. It's our last full day in China. Tonight we're flying to Cambodia at 2 a.m. we gotta leave the hotel. The flight's at 6 a.m. It's a terrible red-eye flight, but we're gonna enjoy the last day here and eat some food and get up to a little bit of mischief. Let's see what happens. 2:30. This is the earliest I've ever had to wake up. Did you actually sleep?
Like an hour.
Yeah, I got like an hour and a half. It's gonna be a rough flight. Flying to Cambodia on an airline that I've never even heard of. There's no way this is gonna be a full flight at all. But the flight leaves at 5:55 a.m. It's 2:30 right now. Going to Cambodia. It's moments like these at 3 a.m. in an airport where you are gonna realize how important sleep is. We arrived to Cambodia at like 7:55 a.m. and it's gonna be like 4 or 5 hours after that till we can actually get into our hotel. So we're not gonna sleep much.
Fuck, I just realized that.
Like tomorrow is like, or today, there's no productivity at all.
Fuck.
So it's moments like these where you're really gonna remember and take for granted sleep and how beautiful sleep is.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful.
It's an amazing thing. This is the Guangzhou airport, guys. Well, I had a layover like a few months ago in Shenzhen, and I was a smoker at the time. And after having this experience here in Guangzhou and realizing how much they love cigarettes and smoking, I was absolutely shocked and am appalled that Shenzhen has no smoking lounge, which is crazy. For an 8-hour layover, I wasn't able to smoke a cigarette. Can you believe that? Given the amount of
I'm pretty sure
smoke.
they have.
No. I searched everywhere in Shenzhen. No smoking area.
Impossible.
And that's what I'm saying, but it didn't happen. I asked them, they're like, no, we don't smoke in Shenzhen. Crazy. McDonald's. You know, M. Ronald McDonald. This one.
麦当劳的话，离这里蛮远。
The words of McDonald's are far from here.
Oh.
这里
Not
下一
here.
层的话有肯德基。
There is KFC on the next floor.
Okay, very good. Perfect. Thank you. Down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got some presents though.
Our last Chinese meal. They actually do come in really cool packages. Look how cool this is.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. This is the goodie box. Whoa!
Hey, that's mine.
No, it's mine. Alright, let's bon appetit. 4:41 a.m. Do you think there's more Cambodians or Chinese on this flight? Going from China to Cambodia? Actually, no, you're not allowed to look right out the gate. What actually is the answer to this? I think there's more Chinese people.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I've always found?
But at the immigration, everyone was on the foreign line. Maybe they were not all from this flight. But...
We were in the Chinese national line.
Oh yeah, right. We were in the wrong line.
Yeah. What I've figured out though is that I think, because I've asked this question for many years, I think that whatever country the flight is leaving from is always going to have the most amount of like nationals. So if you're going from like Sydney to the US, like LA or something, it's going to be more Australians.
It depends. It's like if you're in Milan and you're going to Morocco, the flight is going to be 99% just Moroccans.
That's true. Yeah.
How do you know?
Because you just told me. But it actually makes sense though.
And on the way back, same.
just Moroccans. An hour till we board. Gonna sleep. All these Chinese people look at me. You know there's people lining up to board. And no one's even said we're boarding yet. It still says like waiting. There's like 200 people waiting. In line. I got you a present.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what is it? Kinder Joy?
You know who Kinder Surprises are?
Yeah. I didn't know they were called Kinder Joy.
I also got one. Alright guys, we've got a little bit of time before we board. I want to quickly say a few things. The past few videos have not been as behind the scenes as the previous ones or what I have intended to with these videos. And that's because there honestly has not been a whole lot going on behind the scenes. On these like trips, we're so productive in like content filming ways, but I'm still trying to figure out how things can operate efficiently when I'm not sat at a desk for a good portion of the day. Obviously when we're in Bali or when we're like chilling, I can be on my computer, you know, have internet that's good and have access to all these things. But when we're on the road, majority of the time we're filming or exploring or just like traveling, and it's so much more difficult. The other thing I've been battling with and trying to come to terms with is like what the future of this actually holds for me. The past few months, I've been on such a journey of like fitness and really enjoying training and doing different kinds of sports and seeing my body become like the best and healthiest version I've seen in years. But then seeing the lifestyle that I currently have when I travel, where I'm eating shit. I just fucking ate a Magnum. I'm eating KFC. I'm fucking eating dog shit food. Not going to the gym. And there's no one else to blame except for myself. But I'm still trying to figure out the way forward and what works well for me. I think starting off the trip with dengue fever was just like a recipe for disaster that just threw everything off. I think usually like after Bali and having like good routine there, I'm able to kind of stay in routine for like a few weeks on the road just because it naturally continues on. But the dengue fever being in hospital just ruined things. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, what it is that I want to focus on moving forward. Obviously health is super important for me and just it should be super important for everyone. And this trip specifically, I've noticed the massive shift in terms of my health and my diet and my fitness. So those are a few things that I wanted to address. In Cambodia, we're obviously gonna have good internet, which is the main thing that's needed. Being here in China, the internet situation has just been so difficult. Like, it's like the bare minimum. We're missing posts just because things aren't scheduled. It has been, I'm not gonna lie, a bit of a fucking shit show behind the scenes in terms of what was aimed to do during this period. We've had to push back YouTube videos, we've had to push back brand integrations, all that kind of stuff. That is why there hasn't been as much behind the scenes. Because, to be completely honest, there hasn't been a lot behind the scenes. We've just been trying to push through and get to the bare minimum. The other thing that I mentioned in one of the previous videos was the Iran visa. So I submitted my visa application, it hasn't been approved. I put up a few stories, I've gotten into contact with people there trying to expedite this process because I want to go as soon as possible. Hey, shut up. 2 Phnom Penh, no, fucking Bangkok. How stupid do you have to be to line up to board for a flight that isn't even boarding yet? Like, no one is boarding. But this is just taking it to a whole new level. Alright, the announcement's finally done. The final thing is Iran. So it was a super spontaneous decision to go to Iran at the end of this trip. I was really just vibing it to see how, like, kind of what vibe I was in. And I really want to go. Like, I just want to, right now I'm just in the mood to just go solo into some random country like Iran and just go into just some random city. Just like camp or just find some like random guest house and just go, just see, travel. Like, these big cities and stuff are awesome. It's fun being in these cities. But sometimes I do miss the, just, you know, just like the Iranian, imagine the Iranian desert, just like staying in a guest house there, just meeting random Iranian people. You really always just ruin my my vibe airport announcements, don't you? This thing is not shutting off. I'm moving down, guys. Of course, as soon as I migrate down, she stopped announcing stuff. As I was saying, it was a super spontaneous decision to go to Iran, so I'm waiting for the visa. The e-visa, usually you get denied pretty easily, if you even get a response. The other crazy thing is I put up an Instagram story like saying that, you know, like I need to contact in Iran to expedite this visa process, and one person actually messaged me, which is a crazy story, saying that they just like tried to apply for the e-visa, basically just like rocked up without a visa to Iran and then just like got one on arrival, which you need to have like pre-authorization to do, which is crazy. So I've been chatting to this guy in DMs about it. So I'm thinking, worst case scenario, if I don't get this e-visa approved in the next couple of days, like I probably will spend like a week in Cambodia, then fly to Dubai, spend like 1 or 2 days there to sort out a few things, and then fly to Iran, regardless if I have a visa or not. But again, it takes me into like two minds of like, do I want to extend this trip to like beyond the month by going to Iran and then obviously going back into the Middle East and then like traveling back over to Asia, or do I want to just get back into like a healthy routine and focus on fitness? Like, it is just like such a double-edged sword for me, and I've spoken to a lot of people in the travel space as well, and they struggle with the same thing, like wanting routine and consistency when they're on the road, and then when they have that routine and consistency, they want to travel and they get itchy feet. It's kind of just like the classic grass is greener on the other side. I don't think it's ever going to go away, this feeling. It's just something that has to be managed. Like, I've had this feeling for like literally the existence of my travel life, like 6 years. So it's just managing that and just like figuring out like truly to myself what are the priorities and what do I want to focus on. Obviously travel is a big part of my life, but I really am enjoying the health and fitness aspect of things, and like at least the way that I'm going right now, I'm just not able to do it on the road. It's 5:25 a.m. I'm gonna go to Cambodia. Next day is gonna be, well, today if we get like a decent amount of rest, it's gonna be sorting stuff out. Monday, have team meetings, catch up with everybody, make sure everyone is on track. Obviously review everything that's been happening in the past 1 to 2 weeks. Like, I was literally in hospital in the previous week, and then this week we're in China, so like we're behind on a lot of stuff, but it's all part of the game. Wouldn't do it for anything else. It is moments like these though when you're like in a Chinese airport at 5 a.m. and you're just like, this is travel, this is my life. It's pretty good, right? God bless Guangzhou. So the whole time that we're in China, I kept on saying to you, I was like, I find it so interesting when you use like the Didi travel app, like to book things. Like, it's not like Uber or Grab in like other countries where you pay like as it happens. When you finish your ride, you then pay like after. So I found myself like catching a ride and leaving it for a few hours, and then when I went and caught another ride, then it would come up and be like, oh, you have to pay for the previous one, and then same thing would happen. When I got this one to the airport, I was thinking the whole time, I was like, oh, well, what's gonna happen when we catch this last like Didi out of to the airport? Like, I'm never gonna open the app again. Am I just gonna get this for free? But it made me pay in advance, and it said, oh, you have to prepay this one to the airport. It's like it knew that, yeah. I was obviously gonna pay it totally, but yeah. Anyway, we're in Cambodia, guys. Let's fucking go see what this country is all about, eh?